What are you still doing here? Well, okay, since you're here, my name's Isabel, you already know that. And if you're wondering how to use this beautiful Nikon80i equifluorescent microscope, you've come to the right place. In this video, we'll show you exactly how to turn it on, how to color for optimal visualization, how to visualize fluorescently labeled samples, and then how to turn it back off. So to review, fluorescence deals with fluorophores, such as GFP, and we use those to label different proteins and organelles of interest within a cell. And each fluorophore can be excited at specific wavelengths that then emit at lower wavelengths that correspond to different colors. And so this equifluorescent microscope actually has different emission and excitation filters that allow us to tune and adjust specific wavelengths that we want to use to observe at. And so stay tuned for the rest of this video. In order to turn on the Nikon80i, follow the instructions 1 through 5 taped on the instrumentation. First, turn on the excite box, which is the fluorescent excitation light source located on the right-hand side of the microscope. The box should show the number of hours that the lamp has been on. The maximum is 2,000 hours. If it displays cool, the bulb is too hot to turn back on. Wait 15 minutes, then turn on excite box again. Next, press the blue recessed square button labeled 2 on the right back side of the microscope to turn the microscope itself on. Then turn on the C box labeled 3 by switching the toggle at the left rear side of the microscope. So, to turn on the remote focusing control, this is the white box to the left of the scope, power toggle is on the left side, and sensitivity on the right side. Note that this will only work if the gear is engaged. This is disengaged, and this is engaged. Before turning on the camera, we have to make sure that the camera mode is in mono mode, and you know it's in the correct mode when the metal post is pointed back to the wall. So lastly, we're going to turn on the camera with the black power switch on the top left side of the camera. So before imaging, it's important to have to color your microscope so you can get even illumination. Start by placing your slide under the microscope, then focus the image at 10x magnification, even if you plan to use greater magnifications later on. For Brightfield Imaging, turn on the halogen lamp. Center the condenser wheel to the middle, and place the phase contrast wheel on pH1 for phase 1. Now find the field diaphragm at the bottom right side of the scope. You will see it marked FS for field stop, and turn the wheel all the way down to close the field diaphragm to the smallest opening setting. Now find the aperture diaphragm on the left side of the scope. It's labeled do not touch, but you can go ahead and touch it anyway. And toggle it until the hexagon becomes less blurry and takes a sharp shape. Now enlarge the hexagon with the field diaphragm wheel until it just fills the field of view. And now you're all set to image some cells. First, we're going to learn how to set up the program. Open the NIS Elements AR program and make sure that you never open this program unless the camera is on. In NIS Elements, the layout should contain the 3 sections on the right-hand side in the dock. This would be the Retija 2000R mono settings, the capture multi-channel, and the LUTs and histogram. If the 3 sections are not seen, try to reload the saved layout. Right-click on the gray background, click Layout Manager, click the file folder icon, and then click Documents. Find the Darling Lab folder, click Docked Controls Layout, and then open that, and then click Import and Replace. Back in the Layout Manager window, click the green circle. Now you should see on the right-hand docked panel all 3 sections. Okay, so if that still doesn't work, we're going to set up the tools manually. Right-click on the gray background and go to Right to dock a panel on the right side. Then, right-click in the dock area and select Acquisition Controls. Then click Retija 2000R Mono Settings. It's just a little down there. There it is. Right-click again on the docked area, select Acquisition Controls, and Capture Multi-Channel. Then we're going to click Visualization Controls and click LUTs and Histogram. And then there you are. Now to image some cells. Starting with Brightfield, focus on a region you wish to image. Look to the right of the oculars to find the bar and pull it all the way out to direct light to the camera. Select Filter Set 1 on the pad or choose BF from the menu bar of the program, and then press play to see a live Brightfield image of the slide on the stage. Now turn the lamp off, then select the filter set of your choice using the pad. This will be the options 2 through 6 or using the filter set menu bar. In this example, we are using the DAPI filter, and then press play to see a live image of the cells. In the LUTs and histogram window, click on the harsh S-shaped graph image and use the drop-down menu to select magenta for oversaturated pixels and yellow for undersaturated pixels. Click Auto Expose in the Retija 2000R mono settings to find a good starting point for how long to expose for good images, and you must do this individually for each channel you're going to use. Before moving on to multi-channel imaging, press stop. Your sample may be labeled with more than one fluorophore staining different subcellular structures. An overlay image allows you to observe the localization of these stains simultaneously. To take an overlaid image, follow these steps. In the Capture Multi-Channel panel, select the boxes for all channels of interest. Our sample contains DAPI and GFP. Then check the box titled Wait for User before changing to next channel. Then click Run Now. For Brightfield Imaging, turn on the halogen lamp. For the subsequent fluorescent images, make sure the lamp is off. The program saves the exposure times that you set earlier for each filter set, so just click OK for each dialog box that pops up.
Is this thing on? All right. Good evening. This is the clueless girl, Laurie, from the teaser. I am now an expert, thanks to Isabel. And she's out sick, so I'll be taking over for the last finishing touches for your professional and publishable images. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. In the top horizontal menu bar, click the button Split Components. In vertical menu on the right-hand side, click the scale bar icon via the drop-down menu, and click Scale Properties. Make sure your line color is white, your line width is 4px, and your font is Arial 36. Choose File menu and Save As to save your ND image file format. Alright, looks like Isabel's back and better than ever. Back to you, girl.
Thanks, Laurie. In order to turn off the Nikon80i, follow the turn on steps in reverse order.